Meet Stephen Moore, a member of St. James United Methodist Church, the Fulton City Council, and manager at Sir Winston's Restaurant. 10 years ago, he needed a kidney transplant.
Before I went into my family doctor, I would get to the point that I live in a two-story home. But I told him, I said, well, I get home at night from work, and I end up sitting in the recliner and going to sleep because I just don't feel like climbing the stairs anymore. They decided that the kidneys were failing. I was on dialysis about a year and a half. Took my little bags and my little roller with me, and I still continued working and still did my dialysis 4 times a day. Right here in the restaurant. I did all the workout testing to be qualified for the transplant.
He was placed on a waiting list to receive a transplant and asked to pick up a pager at the University Med Center.
The day when I went over to get my pager, I was told I could not have my pager because I had someone who wanted to donate, see if they could be a donor for a kidney. And I was unaware of it. And I found out it was one of my former employees and a friend that went to school with through the years that went over anonymously and decided, he asked about the process, how you do it. And I called it a miracle, I guess, from God, that you never know what people think or what they're thinking, that it was like a surprise to go over and find out, well, he had went in to see if he could donate a kidney.
I've met a couple people over my lifetime. I only had one kidney. They were born that way, or one went bad and they took one, and they've lived perfectly good lives without 2 kidneys. And I thought, well, if that's so, then, I don't necessarily need 2, to live satisfactory for the rest of my life. And I thought, well, if I could give Steve one, they would give him a chance, to live satisfactorily.
And I thanked him, and I asked him, is he sure that's what he wanted to do? And he said, yeah. His daughter wanted to try out, and so they both were tested. His was the best choice for me, and so we went from there. Life goes on, and I think I have to thank it all to God for having friends that was willing to donate a kidney, and that we was a success when we had the transplant, and I haven't had any major problems. We're still friends, and actually last week he called me, and he was the one telling me that we should get together for our 10th anniversary of our kidneys.